to the Focus Wheel Friday introductory video. This is where I'm going to tell you a little bit about focus wheels so you know what they are and how to use them. They're so powerful. Instead of trying to shoot for some pie in the sky positive thinking affirmation that is hard to connect to and your brain doesn't register it as a reality right now, the focus wheel lets you slow down, focus on something you can believe in, and then build on that, and then get to the next thought and get to the next thought. And these thoughts that you find are imbued with something that you feel very deep inside. I say they're imbued with your true self. They have a ringing and a resonance with your true self, which is why you feel them when you think them. And when you hit on one, there's this palpable feeling of relief, like this stress kind of lifts a little bit. And then one thought goes into another more powerful thought, and then there's a more relief and more relief. And finally you find yourself feeling lighter, vibrating at a higher level, clearly thinking, and really grounded in what's true about you. Who are you? We think so many bad thoughts about ourselves, so many negative thoughts. The focus wheel helps us to get in touch with what's really true underneath the mind chatter, the judgments, the negative thinking. It helps to just let us set that aside and not put energy on it, and put energy on the thoughts that are really true. Here's a basic example of a focus wheel. I just take a plain piece of paper out of my printer or the scrap folder, fold it in half. Now on the upper left-hand corner we're going to write what it is that we don't want, or what we're experiencing that we don't want to experience. So I'm just going to give you an example from my life that I think a lot of us can relate to. Don't want to do anything but sleep. I think more than just myself can relate to that one. In the middle I want to write, where do I want to live my life from? What do I want to be my reality? So I wrote, I am fully engaged in my life and enjoying every part of it. That's how I want to live my life. And I circle it. Now we call it a wheel because we make these spokes, and each spoke is a thought. So this first thought has to be something I can believe. I don't yet believe this. I'm certainly not feeling like this. So I have to reach for something of a lower vibration that is something I can believe right now. So I wrote, I know I can feel this way. I have before. I know it's true. That feels accurate. I have felt fully engaged. I have felt alive before, so I know that I can. That is a good place to start. I can believe it and I can feel it. Which leads me to another thought. Acting on my expression is the way to get there, is the way to get here. I know that's true. And if I'm not feeling this way, it's because there's something I'm not expressing, there's something I'm not saying, there's something I withhold, and when I withhold, I want to sleep. That's all I want to do. Which inspires me to another thought. So I wrote, many people will love my expressions and will be helped. Don't keep it from them. I can believe that, because when I express myself authentically, I have something to offer, just like everybody else does. Everybody has something to give. My fear of giving it, or my fear of rejection, causes me to want to sleep. But when I start slow and start to get in touch with a truth, a higher truth, I start to get clarity and start to feel the relief from the burden of a lower thought and start to feel energized by a much more true thought. I know that when I am connected, I even enjoy doing the laundry. True, so true. And now we come to the last phrase that really caps it all off and really puts me into the energy of this. When I take action, good things come out of me. They only get better the more I open and let me out. That is so true. And that's true for all of us. And that puts me right in feeling that I am fully engaged in my life and enjoying every part of it. I am so willing and so ready to do my life after doing this focus wheel. I am jazzed to create something that's next. The focus wheel has given me a way to connect with my thoughts in a way that is meaningful to my heart. So the mind and the heart can come together and work together instead of one or the other. We have that war going on inside of ourselves about my heart feels one way, wants to pull me in one direction, but my good common sense tells me I need to go this way or I'm going to be in trouble. And we are not in alignment where we're split. We don't feel like we have clarity and certainty. We feel this split in ourselves. The focus wheel for me has helped to stop that splitting process and to use my mind to get in alignment with my heart. And when those thoughts come, they just ring true all the way through my body and clarity dawns on me. Whereas before I might have been in confusion or doubt or fear, or even just being frozen and being unable to act. Once I do a couple focus wheels, even just a couple a day, my ability to act comes back. Don't be in a hurry to just pull out a platitude or pull out something that is from your mind that you have rehearsed or is part of your scripting. You'll feel that it'll just kind of fall flat if it's coming from your mind. But if it's coming from your essence and it's something that's you're in tune with right now, it'll have an aliveness, it'll have a vibrancy to the thought that is undeniable. Train yourself to not settle for less than that vibrancy in your thinking and in the thoughts and in the way that you express to others eventually. It can lead to that, to where you can just say something and like, that kind of felt flat. That was a script, or that was from my mind, or that was just not really authentic. You'll start to be able to trust yourself that you are a creative being and that you can generate new thoughts every day that are more accurate than the thoughts you had yesterday, more in alignment with who you are. So don't rely on a crutch of trying to use past focus wheels. You can create a new one every day and it will have more impact and more relevancy, because literally you're not the same person today that you were yesterday. Especially if you're doing focus wheels and doing work on yourself. You are a new creation each day. So allow that new creation to come through in the focus wheels or in other work that you do to make sure it stays connected to the juice and to the aliveness that's in you today, that's current, that's now. If you want to wake up and create your day, this is one really, really powerful way. I invite you to try it. I do a couple every morning before I start my day, and it really elevates the tone of my day to a new level. It gives me that clarity I need. It gives me that motivation I need. I don't have a lot of willpower, I'll tell you the truth. Willpower is really hard for me. And I think it's that way for me by design, because this process of marrying my thoughts to my feelings gives me something that is inspired. It's juicy, it's powerful. It's better than willpower. Willpower to me is drudgery. It just sounds terrible. I don't want to willpower my way through life. I want to be inspired and I want to be magnetized to the desires that are coming from my soul, really, coming from my heart, to lead me to the fulfillment of the original reason that I was born. Focus wheels help me with that immensely. I hope they help you with that too. I'm on Facebook at Peace Can Be. Please subscribe to the blog if you wish, and share it with a friend. I'd really appreciate it. I love your comments and questions and sharing your inspirations. And I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye. And what we're going to be doing every Friday, hopefully, welcome to